This is the story behind one of the most popular women's health sites on the internet, and it doesn't start with a business plan on a cocktail napkin. It starts in one woman's living room in a Dallas suburb.
HysterSisters is a gold mine of information, a wealth of information.
It starts with our most basic human need for empathy.
The HysterSisters site really offered me the fact to know that I'm not alone, that there are others out there who walk the same journey as I walk.
The story starts with one woman's desire to make the world a little bit better than she found it, and it continues today because of millions of women around the world. This is the story of HysterSisters.
The HysterSisters story really begins with my grandmother, Shirley. My mother was 7 years old when Shirley died of breast cancer. My mother died when she was 55 years old of ovarian cancer. And it really set in motion an entire research project for me and for my sister for understanding the little bit that was known back then of the connection between ovarian cancer and breast cancer. And we were both encouraged to have a hysterectomy with an oophorectomy by the age of 40. When I had my hysterectomy, I was a school teacher, and we had just gotten computers for our classroom. All through that summer, I would get online and would meet up with women that were also having hysterectomies that same summer. I remember thinking about questions like, how am I going to get my laundry done? Or when can I go back to the grocery store? Or when can I even drive? I put up a static website that I called HysterSisters with frequently asked questions that I'd gathered from the women of this message board. I was able to get together with those other women and talk and find out that what I was experiencing was totally normal.
HysterSisters helped me to feel like I wasn't going through this thing alone, that I had women to back me up.
As the internet expanded, more women found HysterSisters, and by 2004, Kathy retired from teaching to nurture this growing online community.
HysterSisters is more than an online community. It's an offline community as well. Often it's women in the office that tells another coworker about HysterSisters, or it's a neighbor, it's friends that are sharing with each other, and then will tell the other person about HysterSisters.
A girlfriend of mine called to check up on me in my recovery and see how I was doing, and she had mentioned, "Oh, you're my HysterSister now." And I thought, oh, what a cute little name. And she said, "No, really, you're my HysterSister. It's a website, you gotta go check it out." And the site just opened this door for me that I really just didn't think was there.
In many ways, I felt like I was leaving a path for the women that were coming behind me, that I was going to leave them answers to their frequently asked questions, the same kind of questions that I had. I wanted these women to know that they should always reach out to their doctors to make sure that they've asked their questions to their doctors. We are patient advocates, and we are sending back the patients to their doctor better prepared and better informed.
I absolutely tell my patients to look at HysterSisters, and I also offer them the information booklet that I received from HysterSisters. They always come very well informed, they have excellent questions, and that makes our life a lot easier.
HysterSisters members report and share their personal decisions on the website. It is the only site of its kind to document a national increase in robotically assisted hysterectomies and the decline of traditional hysterectomy procedures.
Nowadays, we can make these procedures that used to be done through the large incisions performed through smaller incisions. These procedures are done with more advanced laparoscopic instruments and modalities such as robotic surgery. Kathy's development of this type of information has really improved the health care of the patient.
HysterSisters is still my classroom to make sure that women are being educated and they're learning how to be the best advocates that they can be for themselves. This is the most important thing that I've ever done beyond having children and raising them to be great adults. So I think HysterSisters is such a great legacy to leave to women everywhere.